She just went, bam, and went off. There was no doctor to certify death, but I'm a pharmacist. You shouldn't forget that. The woman shouted, "Mibewu, Mibewu, my daughter is dead." At that time, I was receiving an offering. I went to the back. I saw a girl stretched. I put my hand on her. She was cold. I told them, carry her to the back room. They did. I went in there, prayed. She was still off. I called the bishop and others in. They were praying. I was receiving an offering. I came back to the room and continued with the offering. Then I left the things in front and I went back to the room, put oil on her, screamed in the name of Jesus. She came back. By that time, the mother was on the grass crying, and I told them, go and tell her your daughter is back. I was preaching in a village, but maybe 60 something miles away from Bolga. I was there when my assistant pastor, Reverend Alex Adams from Sunyani, he came to me and said, "Daddy, a child is dead outside." I told him, I said, "Continue preaching, I'm coming." So Reverend Alex Adams continued the preaching, and I went out. I took the baby in my hand. The mother was standing by me crying. I took the baby in my hand. I began to speak in tongues. I breathed into the nose, the mouth, the ears. I screamed in the name of Jesus. Baby warmed up and shook the body. And I went back and continued preaching. That same church, one day I was preaching. A madman got up and started shouting. Shouting. The pastor went and started arguing with the madman. So the pastor and the madman were arguing. And I'm standing in the pulpit, and the Lord said, "Go and put the madman to sleep." I said, "How do I put a madman to sleep?" He said, "If you touch him, he will fall asleep." So I left the pulpit and I was going towards the madman. And mind you, African madmen are not like the ones. Yours are not madmen, yours are depressed men. So the pastor did. And they told me, "He will hurt me." I said, "No." So I rather brush the pastor aside. And I took my finger, not my hand, my finger. And before I could touch his forehead, the man had crashed to the ground, went unconscious. I ministered for 2 hours. I finished. I was sitting with the pastor and having tea when this guy now woke up and started going to his house. You need courage. I was in the city of Bogatanga. I met a madman in the town. I laid hands on him. I was a young man, about 25 years old. I laid hands on the madman. I said, "You are healed. Follow me to my house." And the house was not mine. It belonged to a friend of mine. A certain big brother of mine had received me into his house, and I was a squatter. I said, "Follow me to my house." This madman followed me there. I went and shaved his hair. I bathed the man. I washed him down. Gave him food to eat. The guy was sitting with me. Everybody in the town knew the man was a madman. My landlord came, he called the rest of the gentlemen who were living with him, said, "What's going on here?" He said, "Is that not the madman in town?" They said, "Yeah." He said, "Who brought him here?" They said, "Eastwood brought him." So he called me, "Eastwood, why?" I said, "He's healed." "How do you know he's healed?" I said, "I prayed for him. The man has recovered. I've shaved his head. I bathed him. The man is fine." He said, "Is he going to sleep here?" I said, "Of course." He said, "In the night, this man is going to get up and pounce on us." I said, "Nothing will happen. He's healed." The following day, we got up. The man is okay. I gave him food to eat. I talked with him. As I speak to you now, he's an evangelist. We carry the power of God. The thing is, no, they are not stories. They are real. They are real. And I think we need it back. We need it back. And the believers must move in the signs and wonders. I pray over somebody in the name of Jesus. May the Lord make you walk in signs and wonders and miracles. If we take signs